So when you have a passion for scale and growth, scale and growth doesn't always come organically. It doesn't always come from new logos. It could come from an acquisition and bundling pricing and scaling it from that perspective. Now, in a new vertical, what's interesting, I'll tell you that if you're selling an existing product into a new vertical, that's easier, right? But the value prop is different for the person you're selling it into, the company you're selling it into. And what I've found and what I've done in my past is I basically, I do a strong evaluation of the market and see if there's a real need, right? Like for me, and there are easy ways to do that. But I think to progress that vertical, it's making sure that I hire people that know more and are better than me in that vertical to lead the vertical, to scale the vertical. And that's what I've done is, I look at it, I run the numbers, and the numbers really guide and dictate, you should be data driven, right? The data driven, and the data show that based on the market, there's enough market there. And there's enough, and the value prop is there, and we don't have to create a new product. So how do we sell an existing product into a new vertical with the value prop that's a little bit more refined? You hire the right people, bring it in, you put a go-to-market plan together that's very specific for that vertical, and then you go. And you put very specific measurables that are quarterly at first, right? Quarterly measurables, and then annual, but also have like this 3 to 5 year plan that's put together, but you start measuring it. And from my perspective, I think that's basically how I launched a new vertical. I've done it also, not only just a new vertical, but outside the making an acquisition of a company. We've done that. We made an acquisition of a company and taking, our existing infrastructure, our process systems and people, and we put it, we basically put that, our processes, our people, process and systems against the new company that we purchase, integrate the sales and marketing function, and then scale it from there. So that's also not brand new.
So when you launched that new vertical, what was what are like 1 or 2 lessons that you learned that maybe were painful, or you wish things went smoothly, but I don't know, maybe everything went smoothly, maybe there was no hiccups at all. So were there any lessons that you learned there at all?
I think when you launch a new vertical, a lot of things have to be done, right? If you're a seller, if I hire a seller to go and sell in this new vertical and it's brand new, you have to enable that seller in a way that is the most refined enablement you'll ever see, because the seller will get discouraged. And when I say that, it's okay, is the value prop there? Here's how you have the conversation. Here are the proposals that are already refined and ready to go. All you have to do is develop them and send them out. It has to be so refined that when a seller gets out there, they feel confident and comfortable to go out there and sell. And you want the seller only responsible and selling. You want them out there prospecting and looking for opportunities and selling. You don't want them building anything like a proposal that has never been built or enablement materials. And my lesson learned is exactly that. You want the seller selling. You don't want them building out the things that you have to go and do the selling. And that's basically a lesson learned. And sometimes you just have to do that anyway, right? Because you run lean. But if anyone that reports into me has a quota, I want them selling, right? And whatever it takes to make that happen, I want them out there prospecting. I want them in front of customers. Something's pulling them away from that, then I'm looking for ways to bring those walls down. How to remove the blockers, essentially.